Alright guys, as promised, welcome to the Crystal River Manatee Festival 2025. Now, yesterday was setup day, and let me tell you, well, I'm actually gonna just show you. Watch this. I did it. I still have my mojo. What? I got it all in too. Except for the second canopy that's staying until tomorrow. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I did it. That thing was a pain in the butt. Alright guys, so far it has been so crazy. I have not had a chance to push the record button, but I don't even know what time it is. I think we're like halfway through the day, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you the booth. It has just been so packed. Every time like I start, we get bombarded again. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip you around and show you everything, because for my YouTube family, you guys don't realize like everything that I make and sell, and we're pretty excited to get back in the game finally after my surgery. So let's take a peek. All right, so this is the inside. I'm gonna pan out. So I do make everything. Advertising, the designs, all of the signs, the sayings, all of the tie-dyes, the journals, the stickers. There's the surprise guy, Gary, was here to help. So as you can imagine, it is a whole lot of work to get this all made and set up and ready to go. And we've got all of these, We have sold so many signs today and shirts. And then all of these stickers, all of these signs, and all back there. So yes, it was exhausting. We were up at 4:30 this morning, like I said. Last night we were here, I think, until about 7. Gary thankfully was able to meet me around 5. So we were able to at least get kind of everything covered. Nothing was set up until this morning now. The storms are coming overnight. Unfortunately, it's still like 95%. So everything has to get torn down again at the end of the show today, and then all set back up again tomorrow. Hopefully after like 8, it's not gonna be too crazy, but running 2 booths is not cheap, and we just can't not do it tomorrow. We have to roll the dice and take our chances. So yeah, we're praying that it actually is okay. But I'm gonna kind of pan out. So this is just one of the entrances. And you can see this is such a tiny, tiny section. I mean, you can't even see to the 19. It crosses over all of the streets behind the 19 and Main Street have booths. All of this down here, everything back there, everything around there by King's Landing, and then this whole backside over there too. So we've had some customers, they've been here since 9 and they still haven't gotten through the whole festival. So it's pretty huge and a lot of fun. So we were totally like cracking up. So we got Citrus County, we got a new sheriff that we all voted in. Super excited. We're all like so excited about the new sheriff. Well, I did not even think, I'm gonna show you one of the signs, and I told Gary, I'm like, man, I should have totally asked him, because he was in the booth right next to us with the Citrus County responders, and it would have been hysterical because he is super down to earth and funny. He totally would have posed with this sign, and I was talking to the other sheriffs next to, and they're like, yeah, he totally would have done it, but we were too busy and I didn't get a chance to ask him. So hopefully he's here tomorrow and we can do it, but I'm going to show you the sign right now. Okay, so Here is the sign. It says, "I drink coffee because throat punching people is frowned upon by our local police department." And I just think it would have been hysterical for him to stand there and holding the sign for me to get a photo with him, because I think he totally would have done it, but I missed my opportunity. So crossing our fingers for tomorrow that he's here, because I think that would be a fantastic photo for online. Okay, so now I'm going to show you some of my favorite tie-dyes that I have made, and this is the first one. So that's the back of it, and this is the front of it. I love this tie-dye. This is another one over here, the heart. I love that one. It looks like it's electrified, and I know that it's harder to see right now because we're getting cloudy, but okay. And then this one also is one of my favorites. So yes, I'm pretty excited to finally be well enough after spine surgery to get back into this. You really don't realize how much you use your neck to make all of this stuff. Like, you know, the signs and the wood and setting up for shows and all of the vinyl and the clothing. It's a lot of work, but super excited to be getting into it. Really excited to share it with you guys, because obviously being able to travel and do shows and mix those two, it's pretty awesome. All right, y'all, it was a long day. We just got home. It's almost 9 p.m. Wiped out. It's the word to describe. And sore. It was a good day, but we are just exhausted. And the problems we ran into today is PayPal has been my credit card processor since 2006. We lost out on a lot of sales today because we could not get credit cards to run at all. Couldn't get anything on the business end of our PayPal business account to work. I couldn't invoice people. I couldn't do anything. So after the show, and we got everything torn down and tarped because of the storms coming in overnight, we had to drive an hour away to go to a Best Buy, because I finally just said I'm done dealing with PayPal for the business. We are moving on to Square. What a day. So that, after being up at 4:30 in the morning, driving that far away, going all the way back to Crystal River to pick the truck back up and then come home, we are just wiped out. But again, it was a great day. And one of the best parts was we had the sheriff's department, the CERT team, which is the community emergency response team with the sheriff's department right next to us. And one of the ladies came over and she talked to me for the longest time, and my mother-in-law came up, and we were talking about, you know, how I got into all of this. And I'm like, you know, it was totally my mother-in-law. Like, I never thought I could do anything like this. I never had like a lick of creativity like that. And she was the one that really encouraged me and to just do this. And this is, you know, the first show without her here. Like, she would have seen the products, she would have heard all about it, and it was rough not having her here and knowing that I couldn't call her after the show to tell her how it went. And she was talking, and come to find out, she said, "Oh, I'm battling cancer too." And I asked her what kind, and it's the same. It's endometrial, just like my mother-in-law had. She, same thing, has metastasized. She's stage 4 as well. You know, ended up having some of the same doctors, and we talked for like an hour, and that alone is probably one of my favorite things about the shows, and knowing that we're going to be able to pick up where we left off and be able to travel to do shows, you know, in different states. But getting to meet her, and she just, you know, at the end was like, "Thank you so much." You know, we just had a really good talk, and we talked about, you know, the end stages for my mother-in-law, and, you know, where she was at mentally, and, you know, the last chemo round, you know, that we personally fully believe is why she passed so fast. Because it was only, she was a couple days into it when she had the heart attack and everything started shutting down. And to be able to just talk to somebody who's going through that and connect with them was probably the best part of the day. And we also had some people who had seen some of the videos and knew, you know, that we were going to be there, and they came, and it was the cutest thing ever. It was her and I think it was her husband. And she like ran up into the thing and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I found you." She's like, "I saw the video. I found you. And so I introduced myself, you know, she introduced herself, and we talked for a little bit, and that was pretty cool, you know, to see that people see these videos and they know about us and then come and want to meet us was pretty special. So all in all, it was a great day. We're back at it again tomorrow. Overnight, we're supposed to have severe storms. So, you know, we got back here and it was having to take down the farm stand stuff, to get all of that inside so that we don't have to worry about anything breaking. And then we're back at it again tomorrow morning. We have to set it all up. And I was going to put like the time lapse on, but honestly, like, we're just so tired. Like, I just forgot, you know, for most of the day. So I will definitely bring you guys along tomorrow as well in another video. And hopefully, because it's still supposed to be raining in the morning, which means no shoppers are going to be there yet, we'll be able to actually walk part of it, and I can show you at least part of how insanely huge this festival is. And you can see some of the really cool vendors, because a lot of us have been doing it for years, and that part is also cool. You know, you get to meet someone. In fact, somebody came this past week to the farm stand at the house to buy sourdough, and she's like, "Oh my God, we've been in so many shows together," and we ended up knowing who each other was. No clue until we were face to face. And it's like, what a small world, you know, that you're in different cities doing shows with some of these people, and then they show up at your house to buy sourdough bread. But it was a great day. And yeah, poor Gary needs some prayers because he's getting introduced to the show life, and it is not for the faint of heart. So a couple times today, it was like deer in headlights. He was like, "Oh my gosh." Because so many people are inside of the booth, and so many people, I have all of the signs on the outside, and there's big groups of people just standing around reading the signs and people inside shopping, and he was just like, holy smokes. So but all in all, he had fun, he enjoyed it. So we're pretty excited about, you know, what this next chapter is going to bring. We're very excited about the prospect of being able to travel to do shows. Is very exciting to us, you know, because obviously we get to, you know, make money at shows doing what I love to do, which is create and make things, and being able to see new areas as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will take you along for the ride again tomorrow at the Manatee Fest. And until the next adventure, guys, get outside, make some memories, even if it's storming outside. All right, I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.